I want to start with you on that point of a strategic reserve. What would this really do, and what does it mean for Bitcoin at the end of the day? Can this be something that actually sees the light of day in America?
Yeah, look, I think we really should have a strategic reserve because globally, many countries have several currencies that they hold in their strategic reserve. Most of it is US dollars, but also currencies of other countries. And Bitcoin has really emerged as a global currency for the internet, essentially. So it's a currency without borders. It's a digital currency. And even though it's not the currency of one single country, I think it's very important as you begin to remit payment all over the world using a common currency that's not controlled by one country.
What finances such a reserve, though? I mean, Steve, if you think about the current state of affairs in America, there's a lot of concern about the deficit. Why would you then spend money on Bitcoin?
Well, it really has to do more with inflation. So inflation's been very high for the last 5 years in the United States. It's been high for decades, actually. But in the last 5 years, it's really crept up. And one of the reasons why inflation is so high is because there's not any kind of cap on the US dollar. We can just continue to print more and more of it without any concern as to what's backing it up. We broke the gold standard in the 70s. And right now, there really is no standard. So there is the potential of inflation running out of control.
Well, here's another question. Should that money being used for the reserve be really limited to the Bitcoin that's been seized by the United States, or should there be a bigger effort in your mind?
Yeah, I really do think that there should be a program where you're buying not just Bitcoin, but also continue to buy gold, continue to buy currencies of other countries. But Bitcoin should be a big part of that. So not only taking the seized Bitcoin, which I believe the U.S. government has about 200,000 Bitcoin at the moment, but also purchasing more. But I think more importantly, we do need to start paying down our deficit and controlling spending. Before we can get to a strategic Bitcoin reserve, we really do have to address those two issues, and those really should be addressed in this current presidential campaign.